Why do you think anxiety and burnout are increasing so much in the younger generation today in comparison to the older generations?
See, anxiety and burnout was always there. It just never surfaced that much. Thanks to social media, now it's much more prominent and people are aware of it. Neither our parents were taught in schools how to manage their emotions or feelings, neither were they taught at home how to manage their emotions better. And so obviously our generation also never learned that anywhere, be it school, college, home, whatever. So these are all things that people are trying to figure out on their own. They're trying to manage on their own. And to be very honest, most of the resources that is there in the market talks about what to do and talks less about how to do it. So, and there is so much of content, so much of uh, uh, ways how a person can cope with it, that people are really confused. And until unless
Information overload.
information overload, the pressure to to achieve no time. See, even if a person wants to really work on something personally, they need the time to do it, and a lot of people are not having that. And that's the reason why I think the expectations of the younger generations also like shot up way too much. They want to achieve what their parents achieved in a much early stage of life. They want to make it big, the big life. So for that they are trying to run behind all these things more, and eventually it's increasing more stress, more anxiety overall. So I would say that what is important right now, and if we really wanted future generations to be stronger, then I think it's very very important that we start including emotional intelligence as a part of the curriculum in the school. Not just school, but even I think it's very important that
Colleges.
no, and even colleges also is very important, but more
At home.
important at home, where because a kid spends a significant amount of time at home. And if the first initial few years of the kid's life is where their brain is in the most plastic state, neuroplasticity. And so they absorb things like sponge, and that is what creates the foundation of a kid's life, and when it comes to mental health, and their own personality and development. So it's very very critical that we start including these things now, because a recent study by one of the organizations, 6 Seconds, has shown that there is a massive amount of decline in EQ levels in the recent generations that are there. So so Gen Z has seen, I think, a 22% drop in emotional intelligence levels, which is a huge gap. So we definitely need to focus on that and do something about it fast.